Thiago Alcântara fired a 9-minute warning to the Premier League, and Liverpool should be excited. Thiago Alcântara played brilliantly in a short cameo against Burnley, but it's in big games where he will truly shine. And there are plenty of those coming up for Liverpool. Nine minutes was all Thiago Alcântara was given against Burnley on Saturday afternoon. But it was his first chance to play in front of a full Anfield Stadium in a competitive game. In those 9 minutes, Thiago attempted 15 passes, completed 12, won an aerial duel and made a clearance. Statistically, it was a tidy performance. However, anyone at Anfield would have been able to tell you that Thiago is far more than a tidy player. The former Bayern Munich midfielder demonstrated in those few minutes just what made him such a coveted asset. He was able to speed up and slow down passages of play in an instant, opening up avenues and spaces that were previously hidden. In an already entertaining game, Thiago added color, verve, flair and joy. Every time he received or released the ball there was a sense and air of anticipation, the promise of magic or trickery. In one move, he let the ball roll across the front of a Burnley player on the open side, as he glided round and moved the ball forward. It was a glorious trick made better by both its simplicity and also the hopelessness of the Burnley player who was dumbfounded. Again, all it took was 9 minutes to capture the imagination of fans and permanently imprint a smile across the faces of supporters across the world. Last season, Thiago found the first half of his season blighted by injury, after a horror tackle by Everton's Richarlison. And in the second half of the season Thiago had to contend with playing a more defensive and conservative role as he tried to protect the inexperienced centre-back pairings. But it was in the final 10 games, in which Liverpool really needed wins where he shone. Like Salah and Alisson, Thiago thrived under the pressure, bringing his best performances when the club needed them most. Now, in 2021-22, Thiago really has the platform to demonstrate to the rest of the league what a special footballer he is. His deftness on the ball, intelligence, spatial awareness and technical ability is the best of any midfielder to have ever played for Liverpool. His passing range adds an entirely new dimension to Liverpool's play, allowing the Reds to dominate any team in midfield. And go toe-to-toe in a possession contest with the very best in the world. with Fabinho behind him, and maybe Keita or Jordan Henderson alongside him. Thiago can now play his natural game and take the league by storm. Last season, the shackles were effectively on him, as he dropped deep in a double pivot to support Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. Now, with Van Dijk and Matip behind him, there's no need to sit deep. Instead, he can receive the ball on the turn and be an offensive outlet. Constantly searching and looking for Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mané's runs from deep. For Liverpool, Thiago is not just a player from whom Klopp can still get the best out of. But he's an individual who can get the best out of the players around him too. Players like Keita or Elliott who thrive in fast-paced one-touch sequences can now flit through opposition midfields and build around Thiago. Against teams such as Burnley, Thiago is a great asset, but in big matches, against Chelsea, or Manchester City or in the Champions League is where Thiago will come into a class of his own. His technical ability and vision makes him a tactical quandary for which there are few solutions. And if teams do try to double up on him, that means more space for teammates like Alexander-Arnold or Mohamed Salah. One thing is undoubtable about Thiago, his best in a Liverpool shirt is yet to come, and it will certainly be special.